REACT's 2 project is a 3-year flagship regional project that will support over 300,000 smallholder farming households across Uganda, Kenya, and Rwanda to take advantage of national and regional East African markets of agricultural products. The project is designed to catalyze and upscale investments by governments and other development partners to maximize synergies and complementarity between agricultural development projects and private sector players operating in the target countries. The food staples value chain involved in this project are maize in Uganda, pulses in Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda, rice in Rwanda, and potatoes in Kenya. Why REACT's 2? REACT's 2 will be responding to the fact that intra-regional trade in agricultural products is still low and mainly informal. The EAC region had a target to raise the share of intra-regional trade in the total regional market for food products to 30%. However, intra-EAC trade stood at 11% in 2015, per EAC Food Security Action Plan 2010 to 2015. For instance, Kenya and Rwanda often experience an annual deficit of 400,000 MT and 150,000 MT of maize respectively, and yet Uganda is mostly a surplus producer of maize, over 130,000 MT per annum. The gaps in regional trade are normally bridged by imports from outside the region. How is the project funded? REACT's 2 is primarily funded by AGRA and will be implemented by Kilimo Trust. We anticipate to leverage on resources from other partners in implementation. How is this project implemented? The project will collaborate with government ministries, development partners, and the private sector in order to leverage resources to improve value chain coordination and efficiency. Essentially, it is designed to build on the foundation built by past and current investments by governments and development partners to nurture smallholder farmers to participate fully in structured food trade and efficient access to inputs and finance. REACT's 2 actualizes the implementation of the EAC Common Market Protocol by strengthening structured trade systems at national and regional levels. Specifically, REACT's 2 will build trading agribusiness linkages consisting of agribusiness actors and their support institutions that connect input and output markets. Inclusive, targeting women and youth, market systems that support value addition, aggregation, and quality enhancement. National and regional partnerships of public and private sector players for effective and efficient implementation coordination, taking advantage of synergies and complementarities. Farmers and other agribusinesses' trade and technical capacities, especially on business management, access and utilization of business development services, custom procedures including meeting standards of food commodities. REACT's 2 project will adopt a 2-pronged approach by A. Building alliances with governments and their development partners with respect to building strong structured trade. B. Secondly, REACT's 2 will establish trading agribusiness linkages consisting of all the necessary and sufficient agribusiness actors and their support institutions that connect input and output markets. REACT's 2 will also undertake capacity building for VC actors based on identified gaps to meet identified market opportunity. What are the project deliverables? By implementing REACT's 2, AGRA, Kilimo Trust, and other partners will contribute to or deliver to the key following results. 1. At least 20% increase in incomes of over 100,000 smallholder farmers. 40% of the total project beneficiaries will be women, while 30% of the beneficiaries will be youth. 2. At least 120,000 MT of agricultural products, valued at $60,912,000 US, traded under structured trade arrangements nationally and across EAC borders. 3. Leverage over $2.6 million US from public and private investments for support of regional trade. 4. Increased coordination within the value chains, especially between government ministries, MDAs, and other development partners, for supporting value chain actors take advantage of national and regional trade. This is also in response to Malabo Declaration. 5. At least 7,000 MT of inputs, especially improved seed and fertilizers, accessed commercially. 6. At least 75% of the agricultural products traded meeting minimum quality standards by buyers. 7. Over 50,000 will be trained on standards, business skills, and market linkages. 8. At least 40% of smallholder farmers and SMEs accessing finance, insurance, market information, and technologies. 9. Over 50% of targeted smallholder farmers running their businesses profitably and professionally.